Hi, it's me, TC, with the This Might Not Work Out podcast. This is episode 14, and essentially, it's just where I come on here and talk about any random topic for literally 5 minutes or less. So today, I'm gonna be very, 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 very late in talking about the movie Us from Jordan Peele. Yes, the movie that was not really the follow up, but the movie after the critically acclaimed Get Out, which was phenomenal and amazing. And I'm sure at this juncture, because it's so late, I'm sure you've seen Us or heard about Us, or there's been a million other podcasts or talks or articles written or all those kinds of things about Us. So you should be at this point very familiar. If you're not, maybe I can recap it in like a couple seconds. But essentially, um, there's a whole race of tethered folks that live underground, can't speak, are kind of unintelligible, but have to endure and go through the same things that the people um, on the regular earth, the rest of us, have to go through. The only difference is they're underground, and their lives are considerably worse in comparison to their doppelgangers or the other people that they're tethered to. So essentially, there's a kind of switch situation with a little girl where her tethered person interacts with her and literally traps her into the underground tethered world, and then is able to live the life of the doppelganger, or live the regular life as opposed to the doppelganger life. And basically it's kind of like a allegory or political allegory about how we treat others and other people, and how there's a whole cultures and races and societies of people that we interact with on a guarded level but don't really see for who they really are, and don't allow to become all that their full potential could possibly be. So anyway, with that all aside, I have questions. And I know that there were tons of YouTube videos and blogs and all kinds of things with questions about Us before. I remember watching one that I thought was so funny. I think it was Pero like, and they kept saying, "What do the rabbits eat? What do the rabbits eat?" Which is one of my first questions. What did the rabbits eat? Because we know rabbits are quick in terms of procreation, but they have to eat, you know? And I've owned rabbits as pets, so I know, eating is integral for them because it helps also grind their teeth down so that they don't have their teeth that grow into their skull, because that can happen because their teeth never stop growing. So essentially, tons of rabbits in cages without any real food source is just kind of like, not really plausible, but interesting premise nonetheless. Another question that I had was, if a person, let's say, moves across the country or to another place, what happens to their tethered person? I'm sure that there are tunnels and things like that for miles and miles and miles underground that are abandoned that we don't even think about. But, the subway system in California is not necessarily the same as a mine shaft in Montana, which is definitely not the same as possibly like a broken down some sort of mine underground thing going on in Kansas, and then which is very different than the New York subway that's abandoned. So essentially, I get it, if like people are riding roller coasters or whatever, they're all grouped up together doing something, or if they're in school. But it's just kind of weird about how the placement and the like mobility, I guess you could say, works. I don't know if it really works, but I know that that wasn't the point, so we weren't really supposed to think about that. But those kind of things are real. And then plus the fact that the family was there for their vacation, which means that for all the rest of the time, Adelaide and Red, I guess they were tethered, but at different locations, but still in California. Like those kind of things were like, not quite sure I get that. I don't know. So those are just a couple of the questions that I had about it. But again, like I said, maybe this at this point is kind of water under the bridge. Another thing though that I thought about was the whole Hands Across America. I totally get it that that was the last thing that she saw when she was a kid, and it made an impression on her and making a stand. And I get all that. And I think that was all great. But to actually literally do it, what's next? Like, what's next after it? First of all, when they were in the water and stuff like that, were people just standing in the water for inordinate amounts of time? I don't know. Oh my goodness, I've gone over my time. Lord, I have to hurry up. So I didn't understand if people were like drowning or up to their necks in water. And then after they make the colossal stand, then what? Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, I'm way over my time. So have a great day and take care. Bye bye.